Guys, please confirm to me. All of you get my voice on screen, guys. Those are attending in online, please confirm to me. Guys, please check it. All of you get my voice on screen. Now, guys, and check it what we completed there in the last session. Right, guys, and finally, I downloaded that Edit Plus editor and I installed in my system, guys. Guys, I think so. You don't have any problem with Edit Plus, right? All of you might be installed it, right? Right now, you don't have any problem with Edit Plus. All of you might be installed that Edit Plus, right? Please respond for me. Yeah. Right. And guys, I think already I shared that key to all of you in the Google Classroom code. Just you can open it and you can check that. Right. Guys, the Java program compilation and execution I will show. No need to worry for that. So just I'm asking to you, Python class. Guys, anyway, just I'm asking to you, what I am telling to you is that Eclipse, is that Edit Plus have you installed successfully or not? Just installation has performed or not? That's the point what I'm asking to you. Right, sir. Yeah, then if any problem is coming, then what exactly the problem I got previously? If any of you are getting the problem like the same thing, just what you have to do, go to the temp folder and try to delete all of them, restart your system, then again install it, again download and install it, then you will get it clearly now. Right, sir. No problem. Then whether it is Notepad Plus or maybe Edit Plus, it's okay, fine, no problem. And we can do the examples with Notepad Plus also as it is. No need to worry for that. Okay, then if Edit Plus is giving any problem to you, just what I'm telling you, try to delete the temp folder content. Then again, like which one there, restart your system, then you can do that. You'll get it maximum. Right, sir. Right, that's okay, fine. Nilesh and Chatterjee and system cannot find a path in the sense you have to go for the location where you saved that batch files. There only we have to run that batch files, not from other location. Yeah, where you saved that batch file, there only we have to go there and there we have to run it. Open command prompt, go to the location where you saved a batch file, there we can execute, there we can like which one there, execute them. Then we are able to get it max. Yeah, on command prompt we have to go for it. But definitely command prompt will run there. In the command prompt that files has to be run. See, observe this clearly in my system. Have I prepared this batch files here? I think so. I prepared already batch files in my system. Right, you can observe this clearly. Right, sir. Now in my system where I installed that batch files, actually D drive Java 6 version. Inside the Java 6 version, I provided some batch files, right? Let me open command prompt. Inside this command prompt here, what we have to do there? Go to the location D drive. Right, sir. D drive. Inside this CD. Right, sir. Now we need to go for like which one here? Java 6 version. Right, so now here we have a number of batch files. No, yes, we can type any batch file. Go to that location first on command prompt. By default, that command prompt will be open in the C users and user, a particular user. But go to navigate to the location where we installed, where we prepared that batch file. Go there. Just we have to type like which one here batch file name. At least name of the batch file. Even not this .bat is also required. So without the Java 6, we can do that. So here we're able to execute it. Or else maybe Java 7.bat. We can use the .bat extension also. We're able to execute it. That's it. This is the process here we have to do. First of all, we have to go to the location where you saved that batch file. There only we are able to do that. Right, sir. This is what exactly the process here we can understand it clearly. And next one is after completion of this, what I am telling to you clearly. Right, sir. Then yesterday we have seen like which one in the last class we have seen how to prepare Java program. How to prepare Java program? What are the basic syntaxes elements here we required to prepare the Java program that we have to understand now. So let's say, for example, if you want to see that one more time regarding the total path here, might be in my system I haven't prepared that example, but just 2 minutes of time. Wait for it, then I will prepare that one. Then once again, just within 2 minutes of time, I will give that overview. Right, so now first of all, here what I have taken there. Here I have taken like which one public class test. Inside this public class test, public static void main. Here I have taken. Then string array args here we have taken. Right, sir. Like this, inside this, and to display some data on a command prompt, then we have to provide like which one here. System.out.println of. So I want to display like which one here. Welcome to Java programming. Right. This is what we provided. Now here I've given some points about it clearly. What are the points here we provided here? First of all, here we are having like which one now? What is public, what is static, and all these things. They are nothing but like which one can know access modifiers. Next one is class is available. Class is like which one can know keyword. Next one is test is like which one can know is a class name. Right, sir. Void is like which one can know return type. Void is return type. And main is like which one can know method name. String is a predefined class name. Predefined class name. Args is like which one can user defined variable. We can use in place of args anything here we can use it. Depends on our requirement. What do you want to use there? And the system is like which one here predefined class. Right. So then after that out is like which one here predefined reference variable. Then after that println is like which one here predefined method. Predefined method to display data on console. And welcome to Java programming is like which one can know text data. Right, sir. Public is access modifier. Public and static both are like which one access modifiers. Class is keyword and test is class name. Next one is void return type. Main is like which one method name. String is predefined class name. Args is like which one user defined variable. And a system is like which one predefined class. Out is predefined reference variable. This is predefined method. Now okay, welcome to Java programming. This is like which one? No, text to Java, text to file. The data that we can understand. This is like which one here? No, first program and its total content here I provided to you clearly. Right, sir. Now okay, we can understand it clearly. This is about like which one? First application. Completed. After writing this program, we have to save this Java file. We must save Java files. But how we are going to save this Java file? We have to observe this clearly. If you want to save this Java file, I'll go for. I need to go for like which one here. Some rules and regulations here we have to follow. Right, Java program part we completed there. Next one is like here we need to go for save Java file. To save Java file, we have to use might be set of instructions. That means a set of rules and regulations here we have to follow. What are the set of rules and regulations here we have to follow to save this Java file? First one is what we have to do now. First check whether the present Java file, guys, all of you observe this clearly. First check whether the present Java file contains any public element. Here element in the sense like which one here? Class, or maybe abstract class, or maybe interface, or all these are nothing but which one? No, some public elements. First we have to check whether the present Java file contains any public element or not. Public class or not, public abstract class or not, public interface or not, public enum or not. I will check it. Good. Right, sir. Now, if any public element is available, if any public element is existed, then observe carefully. We must save present Java file. We must save present Java file with a public element name only. That's it. Check whether the present Java file contains any public element or not. If any public element is existed, then we must save present Java file with a public element name only. For example, class A is public. I must save the Java file with a.java. That's it. No alternative for it. It is mandatory. It's mandatory. Right, sir. Point number 2. If no public element is available in the present Java file, if no public element is available, if no public element is existed in present Java file, no class is public, no abstract class is public, no interface is public, no enum is public, no public element is existed in the present Java file. Right, sir. Then inside this, if it is a case now, then it is possible to save Java file with any name. Then it is possible to save Java file with any name, like which one here, abc.java, and what we are able to say there, xyz.java. With any name here, we can specify, we can save that. But here Java has given a suggestion. What was that suggestion Java has provided? Here Java, that means here Java has given suggestion. What is that suggestion here? But it is suggestible to save Java file with the main class name. In which class main method is available, try to save that Java file with the main class name. That's it. This is what exactly the point here we have to understand. Rules and regulations here I'm telling you. These are the various rules and regulations here we have to follow. All of you observe this clearly. What exactly the point I'm telling to you clearly. Right, sir. So now the point is like which one here? Now what exactly the point here I'm telling to you regarding this? First of all, check whether whether present Java file contains public class, public abstract class, public interface, public enum or not. Now we have to check that. If the present Java file contains any element is public, any class is public, any abstract class is public, any interface is public, or any enum is public. If anything is public in the present Java file, then try to save that Java file with a public element only. Now second thought of it, if you violate this rule, definitely compiler will raise an error. Definitely compiler will raise an error if you violate this rule. For example, if no public element is available in the present Java file, no public element is available in the present Java file. When no public element is available in the present Java file, when it is not available in the present Java file, then we can save that Java file with any name like abc.java and xyz.java. It is possible to save that Java file with any name when no public element is available. In that situation, Java has given a suggestion. What about the suggestion what Java has given there? Instead of saving Java file with any other name, instead of saving that Java file with any other name, try to save the Java file with the main class name. In which class we have written this main method, with the main class name, we have to save that. Right, sir. All of you understand this clearly now. This is what exactly the purpose of, meaning of like which one? Saving Java file clearly. This is the meaning of saving Java file. Right, sir. Right, so these are the rules and regulations. Now, yes, I'm asking one question to you all of you guys. Now you have to respond for my question. What about my question here? My question is it possible to save Java file? Right, sir. Is it possible to provide? Is it possible to provide more than one public class in a single Java file? Is it possible to provide more than one public class in single Java file? Guys, observe this clearly. Read that rule number 1 and give answer for this question. First of all, check whether the present Java file contains any public element or not. Alright, sir. If any public element is existed, then we must save the present Java file with the public element name only. Right, sir. Right, sir. Now, then immediately what I am asking the question, is it possible to provide more than one public class in a single Java file or not? This is a question here. Right, sir. Now, for all these points here, I am giving clarity to you. Right, anyway, answer is yes or no. I will decide later on. First of all, let me show all these points clearly. What exactly the points here I am telling to you? All these points that I want to show through programming part. Let me check this. Now here I want to open file new Java. That's all of you observe this clearly. File new Java. Right, now I'll take class name is test. Now here what I will do there, no, just simply I want to go for like which one? On Java application, first Java application, I want to write like this. Right, so now let me save this one. Now tell me, all of you know, do you have any public element here in our present Java file? Do you have any public element in present Java file? Come on, guys, I'm waiting for your response. Public class, public abstract class, public or public interface. Do you have any public element in the present Java class? Don't think about method is public, that's why public element is available. Don't think like this. I'm asking about class, abstract class, interface, and enum. Maybe variable may be public, but it is not in element. Maybe method may be public, then it is not in counter. Only the count is which one? Class, abstract class, enum, and what next one here? Class, abstract class, interface, and enum. That's it. These 4 things. Now tell me, in this Java file, do you have any public element? No public element is available. So I can save this Java file with any name. Yeah, I can save. We can save the Java file with any name. Let me save this. Right, so now I'll go for like which one? D drive. Inside this D drive here, we are having location Java 6 location. I want to go for like which one? Test.java. Not a test.java. I can save with any name. So this time I want to save with abc.java. This time I want to save with like which one? No, abc.java. Guys, all of you observe this clearly. This time I want to save with like which one? No, abc.java. That's my requirement. So wait 1 minute, guys. Bring on. No problem. Then parallel I will do this work here. Now observe this clearly. So here I saved this Java file with abc.java. I don't have anything like which one here class test. We can understand it, no? So no public element is available. I can save this Java file with any name. So let's move on to the location here. What about our location here? No? Go for like which one here? Let me open fresh command prompt. Inside this command prompt, I'll go to the location d:/cd space Java 6. There only we saved our Java file. Now, which version of Java he is using here? We are using like which version of Java? At a global, that means at environment variable I specified like which one? 1.8. Just I open new command prompt. Please recognize this. At environment variable, I provided this. Now let me check this clearly. After completion of this, then what I have to do now? See, all of you observe this. I need to compile this program here. Java C space. Please remember this. All of you, please remember this. You may have your own approaches previously, but I'm giving clarity to you. Please remember this. On command prompt, along with the Java C command, on command prompt, along with the Java C command, we have to provide file name. That main method class name may be anything. Main class name may be anything, but we must provide which one file name. Example situation I'm telling to you. File name is tester. That means class name is tester. But my file name is which one, sir? abc.java. File name is abc.java and class name is which one? Tester. Observe this clearly. Class name is test and file name is which one? abc.java. So along with our Java C command, we must provide abc.java only. Not class name. Class name may be later on. But along with the Java C command, we must provide file name.java. abc.java. Are you getting any compilation error? Are you getting any compilation error? No compilation error in this case now. Good. Now I want to execute it. Java C space along with the Java command. Now we have to provide main method class name irrespective of the file name. File name may be same, may not be same, but along with the Java command, we must provide class name. We must provide which one? Class name, main class name. In which class main method is available, that class name here we have to provide. If you observe this clearly, what we have to provide? That main method is exist in a test class. That class name here we have to provide. Guys, all of you please remember this. Along with the Java C command, what we have to provide? File name dot Java we have to provide. But along with the Java command, what we have to provide? Main method class name we have to provide. In some situations, main method class name and file name may be same, may not be same. If both are same, just we are going to use same name for both Java C and Java. But if both are not same there, then file name must be provided along with the Java C command and class name, main method class name must be provided along with like which one, Java command. That's it. Now click on enter button. Here we are able to get our output like which one? First Java application. So here we are able to get output like which one? First Java application. This output here we are getting exactly. Right, so now the point here, what I am telling to you, just if you are having, like if you are not having any classes public, then we can save that Java file with any name, and along with Java C, we have to provide file name dot Java, any name, whatever the name here we have used, then file name dot Java, and along with Java command, we have to provide which one? Main method class name. Finally, we executed our program. So no public element is available. Good, sir. For example, here, what is the suggestion here we are getting there now? What was the suggestion here now? If no element is existed in the present Java file, if no public element is exist in the present Java file, if no public element is exist in the present Java file, it is possible to save Java file with any name like which one? abc.java, xyz.java, but it is suggestible to save that Java file with which name, sir? Now understand this suggestion. No? It is suggestible to save that Java file with which name there? No, main class name, main method class name. So we can understand it clearly. Here what we are getting there, no public element is available. So main class name is which one? Tester. With this particular name only here we have to save this. That's why we have to go for save as, and save as d:" Java 6. Now here I'll provide like which one here? Tester.java. Tester.java that we have to provide. Now here let me compile this. Java C space tester.java. Compiled successfully. Java space tester. Here we are getting output. So what is the benefit of saving file name with the main method class name? That benefit is clear, very clear. Here for along with the compilation, we provided test.java. Along with Java also, Java command also, we are providing the test. That means same name we are using for compilation and execution. That's it. Apart from that, we are not getting any other difference. No, this is only the difference here. We can understand clearly. Yes, sir. All of you are getting clarity or not? This is the point number one here. We have to understand it clearly. Right, sir. Then after that, what about the next point here? I'm telling you after completion of this. Right, yes, just wait 1 minute. No, after completion of this particular point here, after completion of this, for example, In my present Java file, what I will take now, public class A, I will provide this. Guys, observe this clear. Now here, what I am providing now, public class A. Here I am providing this. Public class A. That means, now tell me guys, present Java file name is which one? All of you tell me, what is the present Java file name? What is the Java file name? I'm asking to you. At present, which Java file is available? Sir, don't say a.java. I didn't save anything. Just present Java file name. Yes, I'm asking one question to you. Tester.java. People are saying a. How can you say a? Where I saved with a.java? What is the present Java file name? It's a tester.java, right? Present Java file name is which one? Tester.java. Okay, fine now. Right, sir. Present Java file name is which one? Tester.java. Okay, good. Now tell me, in our present Java file, how many classes are I declared now? How many classes I declared now? Tell me. In the present Java file, how many classes I declared? Some people are giving answer is one class now. Please check it. Are you seeing my screen, guys? Those are saying one is an answer. Are you seeing my screen now? How many classes I declared in the present Java file now? 2 classes I am declaring there. I don't know what is the reason why people are giving some wrong answers. Just I'm asking by seeing that screen only. Yeah, 2 classes here I declared. Class K and next one is which one? Class tester. Good. So 2 classes here I declared. Good. Now my question answer for it. Out of these 2 classes, which class is public class? Out of tester class and A class, which class is public class? A class is public class. That's fine. A class is public class. Good. Class A is a public, but my file name is which one? Tester.java. As per the theory, if class A is a public, then that file name must be a.java. If class A is a public, so that file name must be which one? No? A.java. Why? Because out of this public, protected, default, and private members inside the classes, no, public members are having always highest priority, and that public members' behavior is represented by this Java file. Actually, public members are available. That public members are highest priority members. No, their meaning is the meaning of this respective Java file. Think like that. So highest priority and highest important, and what I'm telling you know, high priority concepts here, public elements. So whenever a class is public in the Java file, then we should not dominate that by providing some other convention. We must follow the same convention. What is that? What exactly the class is public? No, we have to save that Java file with the public class name only. We have to save that class with the public class name only. That is a condition as per our theory. But here what I have done, file name is test.java and my class A is which one? Public. Both are mismatched. So in this mismatched case, if I compile this program, then what will happen? All of you observe this clearly. If I compile this program, what we are getting here? Please read this error, guys. All of you know. Please, all of you read this error. You are getting some error here. What is this error here? Now observe this clearly. That error should be like which one? Class A is public, should be declared in a file named a.java. Class A is a public, should be declared in a file named a.java. That's the point here. What I am telling to you clearly. Guys, all of you observe this clearly. What exactly the point I am telling to you? The point is like which one here? Right, sir. So class A is a public, so the file name must be like which one? You know, public class. Understand this clearly. So okay, leave this one. Right, sir. Now here, what I have to do? What is the solution for this? Now tell me now. What is the solution? No, class A is a public, but my file name is tester.java. When I compile this program, here we are getting some error. Class A is public, should be declared a file name a.java. Indirectly saying your file name must be a.java. Then we have to go for the save as option or not. Right, so save as option here we have to go there. File, new, and save as. Inside the save as, we need to save that file with which name? You know, a.java. File name must be a.java. Once class A is a public, no, we must save that file with which name? You know, a.java. That we have to provide clearly. That's it. All of you understand this or not clearly? This is one point. Now, let me compile and execute this. Now, come on, guys. Now tell me. Java C space. What I have to provide, sir? Now tell me. No, at present. Along with Java C, what we have to provide? Along with the Java C, what we must provide? Just confirm to me. We have to provide something along with the Java C. What we have to provide? No response, guys. What we have to provide along with the Java C? Along with the Java C, we have to provide file name. What is that file name at present? File name is which one? A.java. That's fine. A.java. Right, sir. Compiled successfully. Now Java. Along with Java, what we have to provide? Java is nothing but execution part. Along with the Java, what we have to provide? No response. People are saying, yeah. Please see my Java code. Along with Java, what we have to provide? Main method class name we have to provide. But why people are saying, yeah, like this? No. Along with the Java C, we have to provide file name .java, a.java. That I agree. But along with Java command, what we have to provide? Is that main method class name? What is that main method class name? People are saying yeah again. I'm telling to you clearly, along with Java C, we have to provide file name, but along with Java, we have to say test. But still, people are saying yeah only. What is there with A? Do you have any main method with A? No, not available. Main method is available with the test only. Just we must use like which one? No? Java space tester. Please remember this point here. Exactly the point what I'm telling to you. Along with Java C, we must provide file name .java. That file name and class name may be same, may not be same. But along with Java command, we must provide which one? Class name. Here also, that class name and file name may be same, may not be same. Please remember this point exactly now. Right, sir. Now here we are getting our program clearly. Right, guys. Right, that's okay, fine now. Now, all of you observe this clearly. Now, this is like which one? No? Java space tester. First Java application here we are getting. Finally, here we are getting this output clearly now. Okay, good. Right, very clear. Guys, now tell me what about our question here? I've asked this question. No? Is it possible to provide more than one public class in a single Java file? Is it possible to provide more than one public class in a single Java file? Possible or not possible? Right, sir. Now let me prove that. Let me prove that. No to have any decision. Now let me prove this. Right, sir. Public class I have taken. Public class B I have taken. Guys, I'm asking one question to you. Now try to answer for it. In our present Java file, how many classes here I have taken, sir? Now tell me, no. How many classes I have taken? Now tell me overall in the present Java file, no. Overall, 3 classes I have taken. A, B, tester. Good. Now tell me, out of these 3 classes, which classes are public? Out of 3 classes, which classes are public? Which classes are public? I'm asking there. A and B are public. A and B are public. Understand it clearly now. A and B are public. Okay. As per the rule, if any class is public, then the file name must be the public class name .java. But here 2 classes are public. So as per the theory, I must save my present Java file with A.java and B.java. With the 2 names, I have to save the Java file or not. As per the theory, which class is public, then Java file must be saved with the respective file name .java. This is a question. This is a point here. Now tell me, now all of you understand it clearly. No, in this Java file, 2 classes are public. So as per the theory, if 2 classes are public, then we must save the Java file with the 2 names, A.java and B.java. But now tell me, is it possible to provide more than one file name for any single Java file? For any file, not only Java file, for any file, is it possible to provide more than one name? Not at all possible. Is it possible to provide more than one name? Not at all possible. That's why, then what is the conclusion here? Is it possible to provide more than one public class in a single Java file or not? Is it possible to declare more than one public class in a single Java file or not? No. Answer is which one? No, not at all. No, it is not possible. Right, sir. No, it is not possible. Right, sir. Now let me check the same thing. No, guys, now tell me what is my present Java file name? What is my present Java file name? People are not giving response. What is my present Java file name? A.java. A.java is my present Java file name. Guys, and one thing I'm telling you, whenever I'm asking question, you must respond for it. In that response also, please take care about it. Please take care about it. Whenever I'm asking you what is file name, you should say exact file name, capital A.java. Don't give answer like which one small a.java. If you're thinking small a.java, then immediately I'm thinking you're giving wrong answer. That's why then always what exactly the file name is available, that type that. What's the problem to you to type that capital A.java instead of the small a.java? So there's a mistake actually. So we have to do that like which one here, capital A.java. We have to provide this. No, yeah, no, yeah. Sorry is not required. See, please, I'm confirming to all of you. Don't say sorry at any point of time. Don't say sorry at any point of time. Then people are saying immediately sorry. No, I don't require your sorry. I require your awareness. I require your understanding. Then give the answers properly. That's enough. Sorry is not required. Sorry is a big word. Don't use that unnecessarily. That sorry every time. Don't use that word at any every time. Just I'm seeing today itself. I'm seeing almost all 15 to 20 times people are giving the sorry. No, don't use that word. It's a big word. If you are saying sorry, no, you must have very good mistake. But this is after all we are learning Java. Just I'm alerting. I'm giving information to you by asking these questions. I'm injecting subject to you. So don't say sorry. Then feel happy for it and give your results properly. Wherever we are using capital A dot Java, use that capital A dot Java. Wherever we want to respond with the small a dot Java, just use that. Java is a case sensitive. We must follow that the rules and regulations. In your answers also, I'm expecting the same approach. Don't say small letters and capital letters and in your own way. No, as per the Java rules, you have to say. Right, good. That's fine. Anyway, so a dot Java. That's fine. This is my Java file. But how many files are available? How many public classes are available? 2 public classes are available. Then what is going on? This I want to know. I want to check it now. Now observe this clearly. Java C capital A dot Java that I want to provide. Boom. Then what we are getting is now check this now. So when I say with a dot Java out of 2 public classes now, when I say with a dot Java, when I compile this program, my compiler is giving answer like which one? Class B is a public, should be declared in a file named b.java. Class B is a public, should be declared in a file named b.java. So what it is saying indirectly, try to save your Java file with b.java. Save the Java file with b.java. It is saying like that. So I have to go for like which one? And file, new, save as. Previously a.java I saved, no. Now I want to save with which one? b.java. b.java. I saved with b.java. Guys, I'm asking to you, now tell me, what is my present file name? What is my present file? Come on, guys. What is my present file name? Don't say B only. You should say b.java. Are small b.java people are typing again. I said to you already. Don't say only B. Don't say small b like this. Exact information we have to give. Exact answer you required. Capital B dot Java. That I saved it. I think already you are seeing that my file name. But why you are giving wrong information? Right, sir. Now here capital B dot Java. Okay, fine, good. Now here capital B dot Java I given there. Previously I saved with A dot Java. Then it said to me it has given information to me. Your class B is public. Try to save the Java file with B dot Java. So as per that compiler intimation, compiler information, I saved my Java file with B dot Java. That's fine. Now I'm going to compile it. Java C space B dot Java. Guys, all of you observe this. What is going on? All of you observe this. What is going on? We are going to get some result now. Observe this clearly. What we are getting now? See, observe this clearly. Again, error we are getting now. This time, what it is asking there? Class A is public should be declared in a file named A.java. See, what is this now? When I save with A.java, it is saying try to save with B.java. When I save it with B.java, it is saying try to save with A.java. So what it is doing now? Is compiler is playing game with us? What compiler is doing now? Of course, when I saved A.java, when I saved with A.java, compiler is asking to me try to save with B.java. When I saved with B.java, compiler is asking to me try to save with A.java. Now here, my file name is B.java, but it is asking about like which one A.java. So what I have to do as per that information there now. Now here we need to go for like which one here no A.java. Again, I'm saving with A.java. Alright, so now I'm going to compile this now. Then what it is doing here? Java C space A.java. Right, sir. I know some of you are thinking about one alternative also. I know about your mindset. Some of you are thinking about this option also. What is that option here? So try to say with ab.java. ab.java. Okay, fine. As per your wish, as per our view, as per our view, just observe this clearly now. Java C space ab.java. Right, sir. What is going on? Just observe this clearly now. What is going on? Observe this clearly now. Right, now 2 errors it is giving. Right, sir. 2 errors it is giving you. Yeah, my smile is giving wrong answers, no? Right? Don't decide answers on the basis of my appearance and on the basis of my smiling. Right, sir? Why I smiled actually? I think one of our student might be given information is like which one compiler is giving left and right. Actually, this is Durga sir terminology, left and right terminology. No? But some people are using the terminology. Understood, might be. I think they are from Durga sir students. I think so. Right, sir. Good. Anyway, so the point is like which one here? The thing is like which one here? When I say with ab.java, then automatically here we are getting like which one? Class A is public, should be declared a file named a.java. Again, it is saying class B is public, should be declared a file named b.java. What compiler is having? Is that compiler is mad? Is that compiler is mad? Right, sir. So, right, sir. Now here the problem is like which one? Here the problem is which one? So finally, the conclusion. What is that conclusion here? Is it possible to provide more than one public class in a single Java file? The conclusion is which one? No, it is not possible. It is not possible to save Java file. Sorry, it is not possible to provide more than one public class in a single Java file. In a single Java file. Why? Because if we provide more than one class as a public, then we must save that Java file with more than one name. It is not possible. It is not possible to save with more than one name. Observe this clearly. No, it is not possible to provide more than one public class in single Java file. Because why? Because if we provide more than one class as public, then we must save that Java file with more than one name. It is not possible. Right. Because of that reason only, because of this reason only, we are unable to save that Java file with more than, that means we are unable to keep more than one public class in a single Java file. That's it. This is the total awareness skill we are able to understand about like which one can know. Right. Save Java file. That option here we provided clearly. Right, sir. Now good. This option here we are getting it. Compile Java file. Then what next one can know? Save Java file. That's okay. Fine. Good. All right, sir. Save Java file option is completed clearly. No. Right, sir. Why you are not saving file name in small letters? Is it impossible? Right, Nilesh Chatterjee. I think previously I given some points to you. Remember this. There's a convention to start your class names with like which one you know class names with yeah. See, Java naming conventions, one point I have given there. Now read this point here. Naming conventions are given one point. Read this point in Nilesh Chatterjee. I'm asking to you only. Now try to read this one. Right. So all Java classes names, abstract classes names, and interfaces names and enum names must be started with uppercase letters, and the subsequent symbols must also be uppercase letter. Right. This is the meaning here. We can understand it now. That's why as for that we are going to use test in the sense wherein tested T must be captured. Right, sir. Good. Now, how to save Java files? We understood the total implementation part here. We understood. Just leave this one. After completion of this, my next point is which one? Compile Java file. The next point is like which one? Compile Java file. Right, sir. Now, I have a direct question. What is the requirement to compile Java files? What is the need? We are performing that compilation. That's okay, good. But what is the requirement to perform compilation? Guys, now tell me, any of you are having answer for it? Why? What is the need to perform compilation? In very first demo classes, I used to say this point. Right, sir. Good. Some people are saying like which one? Hemlata, checking errors to convert to dot class file. That's fine. After compilation of our Java file, we are able to get dot class file only. Source code to bytecode. That's okay, fine. Right. Exactly. All of your answers are right. Good. Two reasons why we are performing compilation. One is like which one here? To translate Java application from high level representation to like which one here? No, low level representation. Here high level representation is nothing but which one? User understandable representation. And low level representation is nothing but which one here? No, and mission understandable representation. So to translate our Java program from human readable form to mission readable form. Why? Because at the end, mission has to execute our Java program. At the same time, developer have to write the program. So developer is able to write program in his understandable form, but mission requires the program in its understandable form. So there is a gap between human understandable form and mission understandable form. So to translate program from mission and user understandable form to the developer understandable form to the mission understandable form, definitely we require which one? Compilation. This is what exactly the purpose of like which one? No, compilation clearly. Next one is then after that to check errors, developers committed errors, to check errors in Java applications. Developers may commit some errors there. They may go for some errors and some may find no. So what exactly the errors are available? First we have to check that. After that only we are going to execute our program. This is a way to perform like which one? No, compilation process. Right, sir. Then what is the requirement to perform compilation in the sense? Here 2 points are given to translate Java program from high level representation to low level representation, and to check errors in Java applications, we have to go for like which one? No, compilation. Guys, observe this clearly, all of you. Next one is after completion of this particular point, after understanding this, another content, another point is like which one? How compilation is performed. How it is possible to perform compilation. Yes, I want to know that. What is the process to perform compilation? I want to get it. Right, sir. Guys, all of you put more concentration. So now the time is almost at 7 o'clock. Up to next half an hour of time, your complete attention is required. Your complete concentration is required. Then only we are able to understand the total process. And maybe last 1 or 2 days onwards, people have asked to me, sir, what is the requirement to set a path environment variable? Why we need that? And this kind of questions then people are asked to me. So I'm going to talk about all these points internally. More internal content I want to discuss with you. Please, all of you put more concentration up to this next half an hour of time. I will show theoretically and practically. Both the ways I'm able to show. But your attention is very, very important for us. Yes, all of you are okay now? All of you are putting concentration now. All of you are ready for it? For this, no response. Right, good. Right, guys, now ready for it. Just I'm going to provide a diagram. Through the diagram, I'm able to show this total point here. Just please put more concentration. Don't to type any message also in meanwhile, and don't have any diversion there. Understand it? If you are at a single room, just close the doors also. At your home, if you are in a room, just try to close the doors and try to keep aside your WhatsApp chatting also. I know some of you are doing parallelly and WhatsApp chatting now. You're continuously with the WhatsApp chatting. Keep aside. WhatsApp chatting also keep aside. Just half an hour of time. It's very, very important. Everybody has to understand that internal concepts. Regular concepts everybody will teach and everybody will understand. Everybody can deliver. But internal concepts only we have to understand. That shows your specification. Right, sir. Leave it. Now, I want to provide like which one here? Your system hard disk, for example. This is like which one here? System hard disk. Don't send messages also to me up to this half an hour of time. Just try to listen what I'm telling to you. Yeah, this is a C drive, and this is a D drive. So this is D drive. In general, sorry, this is E drive. In general, if we go for the company systems, company laptops or company systems, max 2 drives are available. Max only 2 drives. One is a C drive, and other one is which one? Work drive. Not D drive, not E drive, not other one. C drive and work drive. C drive contains all softwares, and work drive contains our actual projects in the companies. Whatever the project you are implementing it, that actual project is available in our companies there at a D drive. That means at a work drive. C drive is for which one there? All softwares and installations purpose. Leave it. Good. Now, when I install my operating system will come at a C drive. Operating system is available at a C drive. When I install operating system, automatically command prompt will come along with this operating system. This is like which one? Command prompt. This is like which one? Operating system. That's okay, good. You know already how and where and when I installed Java softwares. I installed Java softwares clearly under C drive. This is my Java software. I installed directly under C drive. C Java. Inside this C Java, when we install the Java software here, we are able to get 2 folders actually. In the installation process here, we are able to get like which one? 2 folders. What are the 2 folders there? First one is like which one? And JDK, like which one here? 1.8.0 for example. This is like which one here? No, JDK. That's it. Similarly, one more folder will be created in general. That is like which one? No, JRE. But if we download from OpenJDK and if you are using that OpenJDK, there we are able to see only JDK. That's it. Not required to go for JRE. JRE is also be embedded with which one? JDK. Right, sir. Inside this JDK, we have another folder. That folder is like which one? Bin folder. Inside this bin folder only we are having Java command, Java C, Java. Next one is Java P, Java doc, and so on. Right, so C, Java, JDK 1.8.0 bin. Inside this bin, Java C, Java, Java P, Java doc. All the things are existed here. You can understand it clearly. And next one is after completion of this is my Java setup. Java is available already. Next one is for the sake of preparing my programs there, I prepared a separate folder. That folder name is like which one? Java 6 at a D drive. Right, sir. Then assume it there inside this Java 6, I prepared a Java file. Java file name I prepared there. Inside this Java file name, what is the file name I provided? Tester.java is the file name. Observe clearly what exactly the program is existed. And one more thing, this is like which one? .java file. That's it. Tester.java. Inside this tester.java here, what we are able to have there? Class test. Inside this public static void main string array args. Okay, no problem. Yeah, I provided. Right, sir. Now inside this system.out.println now. Just I want to say like which one here? Welcome. Guys, observe this clearly. This is my Java program. Tester.java that I provided under Java 6 version. Sorry, Java 6 folder. The Java 6 folder is existed under which one? D drive. Good. Now, after preparing my Java file, I need to compile my program. To compile Java file, first we have to open command prompt. CMD. Inside this go to the location where you saved our Java file for compilation purpose. D:/Java 6. There we use Java C space tester.java. Just compile our program Java C space tester.java. Good, sir. Now I'm going to start the story. Try to understand it. When, okay, fine. And before that, one more thing I'm telling to you. Here we are having path environment variable. It's having some locations. Up to this clearly. Path environment variable is having some locations also. Good. Now observe this clearly. When we provide Java C space tester.java on command prompt, when we provide Java C space tester.java on command prompt, operating system will take Java C command from command prompt. When I click on enter button with this command, operating system will come into the picture. Operating system will take the Java C command. After taking the Java C command, operating system will search for Java C command in its internal commands list. Windows operating system is having MS-DOS commands now. Like this, Linux is having its own commands list. Like Mac is having its own commands list. Each and every operating system is having its own commands list. First, operating system will take the Java C. Operating system will search for Java C in its internal commands list. For example, if Java C is not identified in its internal commands list, if Java C is not identified in its internal commands list, then immediately operating system will go to the path environment variable. Operating system will search for path environment variable referred locations. Right, sir. Path environment variable, what we are having there? First location and second location. Operating system went there, searched for Java C, not available. When operating system is not giving, when operating system is not identifying, when operating system is not identifying the location of Java C, Java, this type of commands at in its internal commands list and at the locations referred by path environment variable, in this situation, definitely, immediately, operating system will give you a message. Operating system will give you a message like which one here? Java C cannot be recognized as. You're able to understand it clearly? Java C cannot be recognized as an internal command, comma, external command, comma, operable program, and a batch file. Like this message we are able to get. So when we are able to get this message, when operating system is not identifying the location of Java C, where Java C is available, their operating system is able to give this message. If Java C is not available in its internal commands list and they are not available at the locations referred by path environment variable, in that scenario, operating system will give this message that this is a hands-out situation for operating system. That intimation was given to which one? No, like which one? No, user, developer. No. Right, sir. By seeing this message, what we understood now? We installed Java software in our system, but operating system is searching for Java software in its internal and at the locations referred by path environment variable. So in this particular scenario, to make available all Java C, Java, Java P, Java Doc, this type of commands information to the operating system, to make available this kind of commands to the operating system, simply we have to set a path environment variable to the location. We have to set path environment variable to the location where our Java C, Java, this type of commands are existed. Come on guys, observe this clearly. In the Java software installation, at which location we had all this Java C, Java, Java P, this type of commands? No. Insert this bin folder of JDK or not? Insert the bin folder of JDK, they are available. So here what we have to do now, to make available that all JDK tools to the operating system, we have to set path environment variable to the location like which one here now, and C:/ and what next one here, and Java / inside this Java, what we have to provide there after this Java. Here we have to understand clearly like which one there, JDK 1 point, like what next one here, 8.0, then slash bin folder here we have to provide and semicolon. That's it. Colon Java JDK 1.8.0 slash bin that we have to provide. All of you observe this, guys. If you provide this JDK 1.8.0 slash bin like this to the path environment variable, operating system will come to that path environment variable. Operating system will be reached to bin folder. Inside this bin folder, operating system will search for JavaC. As JavaC is available, now operating system will execute the JavaC command. Operating system will execute JavaC command now. By the execution of the JavaC command now, automatically Java compiler software will be provided. Automatically Java compiler software will be provided. All of you observe this clearly. Automatically Java compiler software will be activated. When operating system executes this JavaC command, automatically Java compiler software will be activated. So now Java compiler is coming into the picture. Right, so now when Java compiler is coming into the picture, what happened there? Compiler directly will take like which one, file name. Whatever the file name we provided along with JavaC and command prompt. No, Java compiler will take the provided file name. After that, Java compiler will check whether the specified file name is available at current location or not. Java compiler will check whether this specified file name is existed at the current location or not. Current location is which one? D:/Java 6. There, tester.java is available or not. Compiler will check that. If a tester.java file, is not existed, if tester.java file is not existed at the current location, there we are able to get a message like which one here? That message would be JavaC : file not found : tester.java. That we are able to get. JavaC space, that means JavaC : file not found : tester.java. That message here we are able to get whenever the specified file is not available at current location. By this, we have to check it at the specified location, file name is tester.java or not. Or else whatever the file name we might be used to save the Java file, try to use the same file name along with the JavaC command. Right, so this type of problem here we are able to get. Understand my point clearly? For example, tester.java file is existed. Tester.java file is existed at the specified, at the current location. Test.java file is available. When a tester.java file is existed at current location, immediately compiler, that means immediately compiler will start a compilation right from starting point of the file to the ending point of the file. That's my point here. When Java file is existed there, immediately compiler will start compilation right from starting point of the file to the ending point of the file. It's not giving any importance for main class and it's not giving any importance for main method. Every class and every syntax is common, is equal. In the case of like which one here? No, in the case of this compilation process here, compiler is not giving any priority for main method. So right from starting point of the file to ending point of the file, the total compilation process is going to be completed. Right, so good. In the process of this compilation, if you have any compilation errors, if you have any syntax violations, immediately compiler will display the error messages on command prompt. Compiler will display the error messages on command prompt. For example, if no error is available in our present program, my program is perfect, my program is executed perfectly, no compilation error is available in my program, then immediately compiler will finish its compilation process. Compiler will finish its compilation process. After that, and compiler will generate .class files. Compiler is able to generate like which one? No, .class files. How many .class files it able to generate? How many .class files it able to generate? Is it only one Java file we compiled? That's why only one .class file we are getting. Come on, guys. I'm asking this question to all of you. Here we compiled one Java file. So are you expecting only one .class file? No. Answer is no. But what is our right answer here? Generating number of .class files is not on the basis of number of Java files which we compiled. It is on the basis of how many number of classes which are available in Java file. Answer my point. What I am telling to you clearly, no? Alright, sir. Generating number of dot class files is not at all depending on like which one, number of Java files which you are compiling. It is totally depending on the number of classes, the number of abstract classes, number of interfaces which you have written in our Java file for each and every class, for each and every abstract class, for each and every enum, and for each and every, like which one now, like these main elements for each and every inner class, a separate dot class file will be created. This is what exactly the way to create like which one, no, dot class file. This is total awareness here. We can understand it clearly. Right. Right, sir. Now here, once again, I'm giving clarity to all of you guys. Just 2 minutes of time. I want to give that review. No, try to observe this 2 minutes of time review. No, first of all, when we provide this total setup and when we provide this Java C space test.java, when we provide Java C space test.java, then immediately operating system will take Java C and operating system will search for Java C in its internal commands list and at the locations referred by path environment variable. At both the locations, if Java C is not available, operating system will display a message like which one? Right, Java C cannot be recognized as an internal command or maybe external command or an operable program or a patch file. Right, so this message here we are able to get. For example, if it is not available, then we have to set that the pin location of JDK to which one? Path environment variable. So path is equal to something else. So in this scenario, when we compile our program again with Java C, operating system will execute that Java C command by gone through like which one here, path environment variable. When Java C command is executed, automatically Java compiler software will be activated and the Java compiler will come into the picture. Java compiler will take the provided file name. What exactly the file name here we provided along with the Java C command here, then compiler will take that file name. Compiler will check whether this file is exist or not at current location. If this file is not existed, here, whatever the like whatever the file .java file we want to compile, if this file is not available, then compiler, that means here we are able to get like which one here, no, one error message. What is that error message here we are able to get there? Java C : file not found : test.java. Right, sir. For example, if the provided file is available at current location, d:/Java 6, when present Java file is existed here, compiler will start compilation right from starting point of the file to the ending point of the file. It will not give any priority for any class, no. In which order all the classes are available, in the same order here we are able to get which one, no, that compilation process it will perform there. During this compilation process, if any class has a number of mistakes, no, that means if any class has some mistakes there in the process of compilation, if any mistakes are identified, syntactic mistakes, maybe some spelling mistakes or anything, if any mistake is identified during this compilation, then compiler will display the error messages and command prompt. If no problems, no mistakes are available in our Java file, then compiler will finish its compilation part and it will generate a number of dot class files. Here the question is which one, how many dot class files are generated? How many dot class files are generated? That's my question now. How many dot class files are generating? Generating number of dot class files is totally depending on number of classes, number of abstract classes, number of interfaces, number of enums, number of inner classes which we use for our Java application. For each and every one, a separate dot class file will be created. A separate dot class file for class, a separate dot class file for which one, right? For all these classes and all how many classes we are using, how many interfaces and how many abstract classes and how many enums. For each and every thing here, a separate dot class file will be created. This is somewhat a compilation process. Then how we able to manage the total part here, we have to understand clearly. As all of you are getting clarity on this point, no? Right, sir. Now I want to show some few points about this compilation. No, all of you understand this. I want to show some few points about this compilation. No, yes, I want to remove this part here. And what I will do now, dir. If you observe this, so these many files are existed here. That's okay, fine. That's it. Right, sir. So no .java file, no .class file, and no .back file. So only text files and batch files and PNG files. That's okay, good. No problem. Observe this clearly. What I want to know, I will take a Java file, Java class. Inside this class test here we provided. Right. Now this is main class. enum interface I. Abstract class A. Now again, class B. Class B. Class A. Class A is an outer class. Class B is which one? Inner class. Right. Main class. This is my program. Just I want to show how many .class files are creating. I want to know that. Then as per my it says, and for each and every class, for each and every abstract class, and for each and every interface, for each and every inner class, then is there any chance to that get the separate .class file or not? I want to check it clearly. Right, sir. Now okay, just I will go for like which one here. After completion of this tester.java, I want to save this D drive and Java 6. Tester.java. That's it. We'll go for like which one here. Then after that, D:/Java 6 that we are getting. Now I'll go for like which one here. Just I want to compile it. Java C space tester.java. Before that, I'm telling to all of you guys. Now Java 6 version. Here inside this here we are not having any .class file. After this clearly, no .class file is created so far. Just if we compile this one, we are able to get nearly 6 or 7 number of .class files. I think error duplicate class. I know. Right, sir. Now good. Just I will take like which one again B, and here I will take like which one C. Right, no problem. Java C space tester.java. Compiled successfully. Now just observe this clearly dir. If you open this directory, just I require .class files information. Just we can understand it. Now okay, what we are getting there now a .class file, abstract class .class file. $C .class file. That means like which one can $C .class file is like which one? No. Outer class name is B and inner class name is which one? C. So that we are getting now. Get this is like which one? B .class. B .class is which one? There no outer class name. A is abstract class name. $C .class is an inner class .class file. B .class is which one? Outer class .class file. E .class enum .class file. I .class interface .class file is existed here. Then apart from this, where we are having tester.java. At the end here, we are able to provide which one? Tester.class file. See, then here as per my says, for each and every class, for each and every abstract class, for each and every enum, for each and every interface, a separate dot class file is created. Now this is the process of showing like which one now dot class files now. Yes, sir. All of you are getting clarity or not? So this is a way to get like which one now number of dot class files. Good, sir. This is what we understood clearly. No? This is the process here we can understand. Right, guys. Now this is the total story about like which one the compilation process. No, compilation process still few more points are remaining. I will cover this few more points in the next class. Not now. Then I'll complete this compilation up to some point here. Few more 2 to 3 different approaches of compilations are available. I will discuss about these compilations in the future. That's fine, guys. Now when we are able to provide these classes, when we are able to have next class there, and please excuse me on tomorrow also. Tomorrow also excuse me. Tomorrow also I will not take class there. And on day of tomorrow, on Monday, I will show this content again, remaining part of the class. Again, here I want to show that to you clearly. Right, sir. Compilation, how long it will be there? Just it's a fraction of seconds only. That depends on number of classes, of course. How many classes are available? That depends on number of classes here. We can go for it clearly. This Naresh, what is the requirement of calling that main method from inner classes? No, then this is it the right time to discuss about such type of heavy concepts? No, you're asking almost 2 to 3 times. You are sending that message. Is it the right time to discuss about it? And people are not having awareness on even that how to prepare that first program also. But you are talking about inner classes there. We have already Java knowledge. We have already awareness about this Java. If you know Java, what is the requirement to attend these classes now? Just fit, not required to attend for these classes there. And these are for completely right from starting point to ending point. People know. But this time, yeah. But this time might be inner classes. In inner class also keeping main method. In the inner class, in a sense, how people are going to understand if I explain that. It's not like that. Okay, fine. So if you have any awareness on Java, just it's not required to attend for this. If you are thinking about inner classes and keeping main method in that one, it's not required to attend for these classes. Think about this now. It's a time waste process only for you. And better to think about the other technologies there. That will be good thing for you. Right, sir. Compilation, how long it will be there? That depends on number of classes. How many classes are available? Just up to that we can. Up to that time only able to take. For compilation of each and everything, it will take no. No specific time get depends on our compilation and depends on our system processing. This is a point. That's it. Can you set environment variable in a GUI without CMD? What is that GUI part, sir? Now tell me no. I'm not getting it. Ramakrishna. GUI means how? Yes, Ramakrishna. GUI in the sense I'm not aware. What is that GUI? How to set it? Without using command prompt. Already shown that in the classroom there. In the classroom, I set you just how to set permanently. I said that. That is one approach I shown there. But without using command prompt also, I shared that. Ramakrishna, have you attended last class there? So how many types of, in how many ways we can set path environment variable? Please explain that. Already I explained that in the classroom there. How many, how many times, in how many ways we are able to set path environment variable? Ramakrishna. Two ways. Now tell me what are the two ways there? Ramakrishna, please, I'm asking to you, just answer for it. In how many ways? And two ways. What are the two ways? One way today said, and And the second way, what is that second way? In command prompt, I said you that is one approach. Second way. Yeah, already given that in a permanent environment variables, we can set that path, right? Permanent environment variable, I set that path, right? So that is other approach. Already I discussed much about this in the installation process. I think so might be then day before SDR, maybe 2 days back I took that class. Have you attended that class there? There I have explained clearly how to set path environment variable at permanent also. Where we have done some experiments also over it by setting more than one version to that and like this. That's it. Why public class is different in the sense nothing else. If you want to represent our present Java file, definitely some importance is required here. So that importance we are going to provide inside this, which will give a public class only. That's the point here. Right. Public class is required in the sense what is the meaning of it? Why it is required to save our Java file with the public class name suggestion? No, why the suggestion is available? In general, public classes are representing highest priority. Public classes are having highest priority. So that if public class is available in a file Java file, so definitely that Java file has to represent that public class intention. Because of that reason, public class name and Java file name in general should be same. That's the point. Yeah, Naresh, yes, just it's not required. Yeah, it's not like that. Just I'm giving information to you. That means if you are having awareness up to this inner classes now, that awareness if you are having there, maybe then these basics and all these things is a time-based process. And better to go for that advanced Java and remaining concepts here. That's the suggestion I'm telling to you. I'm not saying like irrelevant and all. Just the point is which one. If you know already Java, what's the need of attending these classes now? That's my point here. Then now also I'm telling to you same clearly. If you know Java, guys, all of you understand it. If you know already Java, up to this inner, whatever the question you asked for there, that requires somewhat stuff. If you know already answer for it, and if you know already that, so it's a time-based process only. Might be attending these classes that max better to go for like which one there, advanced Java or some other courses name. Then automatically may upgrade your skills maybe max within less time. The time is very important nowadays. That's what I'm giving information. Just it's not like any other thing. That's it. But anyway, then if we even if we ask that question at present, I'm unable to give clarity on it. Why? Because nobody knows about this inner classes clearly. First of all, how to run first application? I'm asking that. This time asking that question is irrelevant one. It's good. Yeah, that's okay. Good. Right, sir. Then there's the Python class tomorrow. Python class is directly on Monday, guys. And Python class is available on Monday, not on tomorrow. Monday, and is this present 6 o'clock class is also be going on Monday. Present 6 o'clock class is also be there on Monday. Tomorrow I will not take the class, and tomorrow just I have some work there. I will take Monday onwards. Core Java class. This class is also be on Monday, not tomorrow. I will not go for tomorrow. Monday I will take this class there. And a day after tomorrow onwards, I will start language fundamentals, another topic. Yeah, tomorrow also not required for it. Hibernate is also be on Monday. Then all new courses, what I started yesterday, nearly 3 classes I started, all 3 classes, second demo class is on Monday. First demo class yesterday and second demo class is on Monday. Day after tomorrow. Hibernate is also be on Monday. No class on today, no class on today and tomorrow, Monday directly. Right, sir. Ahmad, and but depends on your interest. For example, if you want to see your total career on Java and Java, advanced Java and all these things, along with Java, if you have Python awareness, that will be good enough. That will your resume will get more weightage. But your main area is Java only. But Python awareness, if you have, that will be good. So up to this core and advanced Python, just better to plan for it along with Java. Or else, if you want to go for this total Java, at least core Java awareness is required. Better. If you have core Java awareness, it will be fast to learn. Like which one? Python. Yeah, that depends actually. Right, sir. Core Java is mandatory for Hibernate. For Hibernate, core Java is mandatory and JDBC up to some part is mandatory. Definitely. Without that, we are unable to get complete awareness on Hibernate. Core Java is mandatory. First of all, we should know what is class and all these things. Without that, it's not possible. Right, sir. What is the fee for Python? Naresh, and talk with our admin people better. Core Java is enough for freshers. No, sir. No, no, no. No, this is wrong thinking only. See, first of all, select your domain, Java or Python. Then, if it is Java, definitely you have to learn up to web services. Nowadays, companies are checking more technology people, not like only core and advanced. No, more technology people. Just we have to think about it. Yeah. Then, okay, Chaitanya Krishna. You can join Hibernate classes once if you complete this core Java. Not immediately. Why? Because Hibernate required definitely core Java and JDBC on JDBC Hibernate is required. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, promote them, just guys. And if you are not aware about this core Java, don't come for these Hibernate classes. It's not possible to understand. It's not possible to understand it. Why? Because you need to have core Java awareness. Core Java is a minimum, basic, fundamental technology. Without that, we are unable to understand anything. Do we need to learn Struts, Hibernate, and Spring? No, Struts is not required, but Hibernate and Springs are mandatory. Nowadays, Struts is not required. Hibernate and Springs are mandatory. We must go for it. Yeah, definitely. Web services also. Yeah. Then the combination is Hibernate, Spring, and web services. These three. Hibernate, Spring, web services. These are framework level. Core, advanced, Hibernate, Spring, web services. These are the 5 technologies. We must aware about these 5 technologies. Core Java, Advanced Java, Hibernate, Spring, web services. If you want to go for Hadoop, at least object orientation is mandatory. Object orientation. Actually, in core Java, 5 topics we required, sir. If you want to go for Hadoop, not only Hadoop, other than this Java, if you want to go for it, object orientation is required, string manipulations are required, exception handling, multi-threading, collection framework. Mainly these topics we required. If you want to go for testing tools, or if you want to go for Hadoop, or if you want to go for other one, these 5 topics are mandatory. Yeah. Yeah. Then Hemlata ma'am, just Hibernate is ORM tool and Spring is a framework and web services is a technology. But all these are individual courses we are going to conduct. If JDBC is preferable for making websites using databases, then Shubhangi, then which technology we want to use? That depends actually. If you are using and servlet JSPs and what next one there and JDBC, then with this combination we can do that. That's okay. But in the future, if we go for like which one framework, Spring framework, no, where ORM tool and Hibernate, these things are existed just to interact with the databases. Now we are going to use some other tools. Yeah, but only servlets JDBC, servlets JDBC and JSP if you use, no, the JDBC is required definitely at basic level. But if you go for framework level, then we are going to use which one, some other like a Hibernate tools or maybe JPA, these kind of things we are able to use. Yeah, definitely. In the case of core Java, singleton and what next one there, adapter classes and factory method, these design patterns will be covered part of the course. Not all design patterns. Which design patterns are required in our course, in our core Java, up to that I will cover. I'm sure about it. Singleton design pattern, factory method design pattern, and adapter design pattern. These things will be covered, sure, along with our classes. Right, guys. And anything else? So that inventory management system, I think so. It's a very small project. I think so. Maybe then in which technology that is available is in Java or any other technology? What is the technology which are used there? Inventory management. Java. Java in the sense, Java, then what next one? Other technologies, Java, servlets and JSPs have used only Java. Yeah, MySQL is okay. We can go for it. MySQL, a regular MySQL, Max, no difference. Just we can use that. And PHP, if it is a PHP, definitely we must go for which one? Either MongoDB. MongoDB is very good nowadays. Or maybe MySQL. PHP, MySQL is a normal combination only. But nowadays MongoDB is going on in outside. Better if you want to go for an alternative, then better to go for MongoDB. Yeah, my priority for is MongoDB now. Going on in outside market. Main method is mandatory to write a program, as definitely it is required. To run our Java programs, we required that is mandatory right from Java 7 version. Before Java 7 version, main method is not mandatory, but right from Java 7 version, it is required. Yes. Right? Yes. Anything else? We know which is main method. Which class name we are giving align with Java command? That is the main class name only. Which class name we are providing align with Java command? That is main class name only. RPA is related to Java, sir. Not having much awareness on it. I think so. Might be basic awareness is required on Java. Basic awareness may be required in Java, but I don't think so. Not much. Right, guys? Anything else? Right, guys. Then we will meet on Monday. And Monday we will check the remaining part. Thank you, guys. Thanks a lot.